We live in a world where undernutrition and obesity are the biggest causes of fatal chronic diseases, such as type 2 diabetes and hepatitis. Living a healthy and prosperous life heavily depends on a person's nutrition. In today's video, we will tell you about some of the best health tips which can help you to stay healthy and counter fatal diseases in the long run. Before we move on, take a moment and press the like and subscribe button. Your support will help us save lives. Let's dive right in. Number 1. Reduce usage of excessive fats. Fats are very important to our body and should be included in your diet, but excess of anything does not yield favorable results. Similarly, eating too much can cause adverse results on our health. The formula is quite simple. Eat to live, don't live to eat. Eating too much means more consumption of fats, and when it comes to eating too much of the wrong kind of food, it can lead to serious health diseases like obesity, stroke, and various heart diseases. Particularly, industrially produced trans fats can increase the risk of chronic heart disease between the range of 20 to 30%. Some tips to decrease your amount of fat intake include replacing rich fat products like butter or ghee with healthy oils. Some of these healthy oils can be soya bean and canola oil. Choose white meat, such as fish and poultry, instead of red meat. Try steaming and boiling instead of cooking and frying. Check labels and always try to reduce the consumption of processed food. Number 2. Reduce sugar intake. It can be said that excessive sugar intake is the mother of all diseases. Too much sugar can increase the risk of unhealthy being and particularly the risk of obesity. Sugar intake, especially in the form of industrially processed food, is an even greater threat to our healthy being. Soda or fizzy drinks are quite popular nowadays, and we usually drink liters and liters of it every day. But what we don't know is that a single cup of soda can have about 10 teaspoons of sugar, which is enough to lead to chronic disease. The million-dollar question is, are we willing to compromise on our own health? Some concrete tips to reduce sugar intake include reducing the consumption of fizzy drinks, fruit juices, as well as other juice drinks. Another important tip is to choose healthy fresh snacks rather than industrially processed food. Number 3. Low-calorie food. Food intake is an essential part that determines our health being. The intake of low-calorie food can help people set their zero diet plans, which consequently help us to lose weight. Low-calorie food allows us to fill our belly without the risk of excessive fat intake. Incorporating nutritious low-calorie food into our diet can help reduce the daily calorie intake, which can avert the risk of chronic heart disease in the long run. Vegetables like radishes, spinach, and olives can help reduce calorie intake. Similarly, fruits like papayas, apricots, and cherries are beneficial for our health as they are low in calories. An interesting fact to be noted is that apart from fruits and vegetables, side eatables like pumpkin, red cabbage, and mushrooms can also reduce the calorie intake. To maintain the healthy lifestyle incorporated by these eatables, consistency is an important parameter. Number 4. Avoid the usage of hazardous or harmful beverages. If you believe that alcohol does not affect your health in any way, then you're wrong. Alcohol is the most popular drink that is served in multiple locations as a means of beverage. And to be honest, it is one of the most preferred. But what we don't know is that this drink can lead to serious diseases, of one of which is chronic disease. Alcohol consumption can lead to chronic heart diseases in the long run. It can cause liver damage as well as cancer. Say no to alcohol. World Health Organization confirms that alcohol consumption, whether low or high, can have significant effects on your health. Often it becomes difficult to avoid alcohol due to its high addictiveness. In such cases, starting by reducing the consumption of alcohol should be your first step. Try to stay clear of those parties which are characterized by the significant consumption of alcohol. It is quite simple. The lesser the alcohol, the more healthy and prosperous life you will live. Number 5. Minimize the consumption of salt. Whatever we eat determines our health level. Too much salt increases the risk of heart disease. It starts by increasing your blood pressure levels, and consequently, it will affect your health in adverse ways. People around the world have more than the required levels of salt consumption in their diet, due to which they are exposed to chronic disease such as stroke, diabetes, and other heart diseases. Almost 90% of the world population consumes salt twice more than the HWO limit, which is approximately 5 grams per 24 hours. If we somehow manage to limit salt consumption on a daily basis, we should be aware of the fact that many industrial or processed products have a significant amount of salt levels. Don't let them endanger your heart health. Here are some tips which will allow you to minimize your salt consumption. When cooking or preparing food, try to minimize the salt level. The best technique to do this is by limiting or reducing the use of salty sauces like soya or fish. This will help you live a better life. Avoid snacks that have a high salt content and try to use fresh, healthy food. instead of industrially processed foods. Another important aspect is the consumption of canned or dried vegetables, which can be important for your health if they are low on salt content. Your habit of adding salt to your food can be reshaped by replacing the salt condiments from the table, and you will gradually reduce the salt content on a daily basis. Check the labels on products and try going for the ones with low sodium levels. Over time, you will start to enjoy food with low salt content, together towards healthy living and a prosperous life. If you've made it this far in the video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel so that you can stay updated and live a healthy lifestyle, together towards a healthy lifestyle. Number 6, have a balanced diet. Balance is important in every aspect of our life. Having a balanced diet can avert the risk of disease. By eating a variety of food, we can expose our body to more nutritious foods, as different meals have different types of macros as well as micronutrients. Our bodies are incredibly complex, and they cannot extract all possible required ingredients necessary for it. Eating a variety of food can allow the consumption of various nutrients, which can be beneficial for our body in the long run. Our diets must therefore contain all the essential nutrients necessary for the growth of our body. Extremely healthy eating means consuming a lot of junk food. You won't be able to get rid of everything that you consider unhealthy from your diet because these things are far from unhealthy in the correct amounts. Eating well is all about balance and diversity, and pure garbage can play a role in that balance and variation, perhaps in a tiny portion once a week. Fiber should be added. Fiber can be present in a variety of meals, including fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains. Getting plenty of vegetables and fruits each day is essential for good health. Remove all added sugar from your diet. Loaded with sugar juice, tinned fruit, and heavy syrup, and caffeinated beverages should be avoided. Make room for good fat. Low-fat milk products, nuts and seeds, whole eggs and fish. Bring out the chef in you. Homemade or self-cooked dishes are healthier since you know exactly what goes into them and how much of each component is used. Take for example oil. Breakfast and meals should be high in protein. Poultry, mung, beans, and soybeans, as well as dairy products and almonds, should be included in regular meals. Avoid sugary beverages, bottled vegetables and strong liquor, and caffeinated beverages if you don't want to drink your calories. White flour breads and snacks, processed cereals, and sugary soft drinks, quick rice pasta, and cookies are among refined carbohydrate items to avoid. Number 7, get enough sleep. Sleeping is not as bad of a habit as it sounds. Research shows that sleep of at least 6 hours is necessary for an active and healthy lifestyle. Having a good sleep allows your body to regulate the blood levels, and it also allows your body organs a much needed foot of the gas. Research also shows that people with less sleep in their schedules are more exposed to chronic diseases. They are more vulnerable to obesity or weight gain. You must strike a balance between sleep and diet. Setting a bedtime is the most effective method. To assist to get you prepared for bed at a decent hour every night, set an alarm on your smartphone or post a reminder on your refrigerator. The importance of consistency cannot be overstated. Remember to set an alarm for the next day. Make a routine for winding down. It's possible that crawling into bed and gazing at the ceiling isn't the best way to obtain some much needed rest. Set yourself up for success at sleep instead. Put your electronics away. Clean your teeth. Turn down the lights and relax. It only takes a few minutes of consciousness and quiet time to make a significant effect. Better health is highly dependent on a well-planned sleep schedule. Number 8, say no to drugs and smoking. No matter how healthy your diet plan is, smoking can cause significant chronic diseases. Diseases like heart attacks and lung cancer. Similarly, drug addictiveness can have adverse effects on your health. It can also drain your mental health. According to research, excessive smoking can cause your mental health to drop below the dangerous level, and it can also lead to depression. For that purpose, scientists always recommend the incorporation of exercise into your daily routine. Drugs can have a disastrous effect on our bodies as they can harm our organs as well as our mental health. Exercise can help you maintain a healthy lifestyle by keeping your mind active and keeping your mood fresh. Research proves the effectiveness of exercise in keeping your mental health stable. Number 9, use plenty of herbs and spices. There's a variety of herbs and spices at our disposal nowadays. Herbs and spices like ginger and turmeric contain the much needed anti-inflammatory and antioxidants, which are proven to be very beneficial for our overall health. We add a variety of sauces and spices to our cooking every day. Adding important herbs to our diet can reduce the risk of chronic heart diseases. Herbs are also important for the normal growth of our body, as they provide us with various nutrients. The consumption of important herbs is also characterized by the reduced risk of blood clot formation and provide anti-tumor properties. In addition to herbs, spices also contribute by adding rich flavor to our food. without increasing the risk of fats. Spices can also improve our heart health by breaking the food in our diet and providing us with all the nutrients we need. It may also boost our metabolism rate. It also reduces the risk of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and other things leading to heart diseases. Make herbs and spices part of your daily diet. Number 10. Occasionally track your food intake. Tracking your food intake allows you to have a definite direction towards your desired target. This can provide you with an idea about your calorie intake and can always alarm you if your calorie intake is going in surplus. Tracking can also provide you with a much-needed track about your protein, fiber, and micronutrients. Research shows that people who track their calorie intake are much more likely to have a healthy lifestyle. To conclude, a few simple steps can go a long way in improving your health and eating patterns. Still, if you're trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle, eating may not be enough. Proper sleep, exercise, and social relationships are also important. That was all for today. Make sure to press the like and subscribe button so that you can stay updated with all the latest happenings. Together towards a healthy lifestyle and together towards a prosperous and happy world.